students, let's discuss the question. In this question, we have to measure and classify each angle. So angles are given here in the bracket. First is angle AOB. We have to measure the angle AOB and then we have to classify. Next is the angle AOC. This is the angle AOC. We have to measure and classify. Then the next is angle BOC. This is the angle BOC. Then next is the angle DOC. This is the angle DOC. Next is the angle DOA, this is the angle DOA, and the next is the angle DOB, this is the angle DOB. So we have to measure and classify all the angle. Let's discuss them one by one. Before starting the question, we know that if the angle is equals to 90 degree, then it is called the right angle. If the angle is less than 90 degree, then it is the acute angle. If the angle is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, then it is called the obtuse angle. Then that angle is called the obtuse angle. If the angle is 180 degree, then that angle is called as the straight angle. Then that angle is called the straight angle. Now using this, we are going to solve this question and giving the type at which it belongs. Now starting with angle AOB, we have to measure the angle AOB using the protractor. So when we measure the angle AOB using the protractor, we get its value as 40 degree. And here the value of angle AOB is 40 degree, and we know that 40 degree is less than 90 degree. So we can say that the type of angle is acute. So this angle is acute. Now we have to measure the angle AOC, as we can clearly say that the angle AOC must be greater than 90 degree because this is the 90 degree. So when we measure this with the help of protractor, we get its value as 120 degree. As 120 is greater than 90 and less than 180, so we can say that this angle is obtuse angle. This angle is obtuse angle. Now we have to find out the value of angle BOC. So this is angle BOC. If we can look here into this, BOC is somewhat slightly less than angle 90 degree. So when we measure the value of angle BOC using protractor, we get its value as 85 degree. And we know that 85 degree is somewhat less than 90 degree. So we can say that this is the acute angle. Now we have to find out the value of DOC. The value of angle DOC, as let's say this is the angle 90 degree and DOC is somewhat greater than 90 degree. When we measure its value using the help of protractor, we get the value as 95 degree, or we can measure it orally as well, as AOB is a straight line, which means the value of, it's DOB. DOB is the straight line. So the value of DOB is 180 degree, and we just calculated the value of BOC, which is 85 degree, and DOB is equals to DOC plus BOC, as DOB is 180 degree minus BOC is 85 degree. Solving this value, we get the value of as 95 degree. So we can say that the value of angle DOC is 95. 95 is greater than 90. So we can say that this is the obtuse angle. Now we have to find out the value of angle DOA. So this is our angle DOA. We have to find out this value, as we can look that DOA is somewhat greater than 90 degree. When we measure its value using the help of protractor, we get the value as 140 degree. 140 is greater than 90 but less than 180, so we can say that this is the obtuse angle. Now we have to calculate the value of angle DOB. So this is the angle DOB. As we just discussed, DOB is a straight line and the angle of this straight line is 180 degree. So we can say that the answer to the angle DOB is straight angle. So this is the answer to given question. So students, in order to solve this problem, we use the basic concept of angles. I hope you understood the concept well. Thank you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.